I'm done. And I'm done with quite a few things that all just kind of lined right up with what's happening, which is pretty darn awesome. So 3 things that I wanted to talk about. I've obviously not made a YouTube video in more than a week, which has never happened since I started this channel back in September of 2018. And the reason being is I wanted to get them things done in order and then tell everyone about it all at once. First thing I want to go over, obviously, christitus.com. You kind of see it up here. Right there. Right there. Don't chop my finger off. That is one thing. And if we go to the desktop, I've been working on this and making it more streamlined. The big changes here is if you're a Windows user, you can come into here, click Windows, and then you just get a listing of all the different things that I make. And I can continually revamp this and fix it and expand it as I see. In Linux, I went ahead and trying to break down more of my articles, put it here and categorize it to where when you want to learn something, you can just come here and do it. And even if YouTube is down, that's no problem. Actually, that one doesn't have a video, but I believe like Grub Themes, I know I've done a video on that. And you can see everything is self-contained. Everything is self-contained right here in the actual website, which makes things so much easier. You're not getting tons of redirects. There's some that do link back to YouTube, but very, very little. I wanted everything to kind of live on the site. A lot of people always ask me about Discord and forums and that type of thing. Again, I wanted everything to be cohesive and part of this site. So I made a community section here. And this community section is kind of cool. So you have all these different topics, but by default, if you ever sign up, if you do just the free sign up with the register, it'll only show announcement. But if you actually sign up for like the $5 a month on christitus.com, you can get access to all the downloads. And then you also have the members only, where I do like a Patreon style thing, because a lot of people are like, hey, follow my Patreon, check me out on Discord. And then we also have forums over here. I wanted to put it all in one spot. And this is a good blend between Discord and forums, as you don't get notified for anything except for things I post in announcements or members only for those folks. And if you want Windows or Linux and you only want those notifications, just go to all topics and follow the topic that you want. If you just want to ask for help, you can go ahead, just follow tech support, and then anytime a new post comes in, you get an email about it. This is about the best way I can do notifications, and I'm still working on things and like an interoperable chat service and that type of thing, to where we can actually chat back and forth and add a little bit more functionality. But it's basically my own platform that I never have to worry about somebody making a silly decision at some company and it's off of any social media. So that's for everybody. And you'll notice one big thing here: there are no ads. I completely killed all ads. And some people are like, well, how are you going to monetize? And I'm not gonna. There's no Google ads, period. So that's it. If you want to donate, by all means, you can. If you don't, that's cool too. And I went one step further and got rid of Google Analytics. Everything in analytics on my websites will be public knowledge as of Monday. October 11th is when that change was made. Actually, it was late Sunday night when I did it, but it was actually last week. And you can see everything that is collected right here. It's completely compliant with the EU, United Kingdom, California, all the places that have privacy laws. And you can have all of this right here. And I really, the only thing I care about in analytics is, hey, what's popular with people? What are people coming to my website for? And that's it. That's all I care about. So that's the big change on the website side of things. But there's more. The next thing I want to talk about is mainly my work. I do have a day job still, and I haven't quit or anything like that, but I have hired somebody, and I believe I've hired a replacement. So I'm training him up. The goal here is to completely have him trained and ready to go by the end of the year. And then we'll see. It might end up going completely full time, but again, that's up to the business owner for where I work and to see what their comfort level is. And as soon as that happens, I'll I'll gladly step aside or go to a more contract type basis, which would be awesome. So I'm really excited about that. That means more time to do fun projects and more stuff for YouTube, GitHub, all these other things, which is very neat. One other thing too, you probably have noticed some more effects, and obviously this little chat box right here doesn't have any chat in it because it's just a pre-recording, but I wanted to morph some of the live streams and tech live streams. I think a lot of tech YouTubers, we can do a better job live streaming, and the gaming vertical has done an amazing job. There's a lot of tools out there, and I think we can take tech YouTube and teaching people different things to a next level. And I wanted to do like a full show. And as far as a schedule for that, I wanted to do something like this. And you can kind of see Monday and Thursday are going to be flex days. Wednesday is technically the day where I usually am out and working my 9 to 5, which I'll probably continue that until 2021. And then Tuesday, Friday is my actually, hey, I'm going to live stream and make it a point to live stream every day on those days. And then obviously weekend is going to be family time. But that's kind of like my schedule I'm setting up for this, as I really want to expand this vertical. I think there's a lot of untapped potential and really to teach and make an impact with people and actually use social media for good. And that's kind of where I wanted to go with a lot of this stuff and expand on it, improve it, because this is just like me getting in there, taking some packs, modifying them a little bit, and making it look better. And that's kind of where I want to go with this aspect, and YouTube in general is to be working on things. And if we look on my website, I've actually done, like under latest videos, this is just everything I've ever done, live streams. All 4 of my YouTube channels are on here. If I do something, I usually just post it here. And for the past 3 days, Wednesday through Friday of this past week, I've done some pretty long live streams, basically building out a replacement for SteamOS. I think SteamOS is going to be good, but I think we can do better. And I wanted to show that entire process. That's not for everybody. I mean, heck, that's like 15 hours of content right here that is on my actual main channel. Obviously, you don't have to go to christitus.com. You can just click my name, come to my channel page, and I'll have these live streams right here. In the past, I've made them members only, but I'm going to leave these up for at least a month. And I really want to start pushing this stuff, mainly because I think we can do more. And while I can make these top videos and rehash them to death and make a ton of ad revenue on YouTube, I want to do more than just rehash some content I've already done and already spoke about, even though that's what YouTube currently wants. I think that would be fine. I would make a lot of money. I would probably be able to buy a Tesla, replace my 8-year-old car, and move into a nicer house with the money I'd get from that. But I wanted to go the other way because I once did something for money back in 2016. I took a job I shouldn't have taken, and I made a ton of money, but I was absolutely miserable. And I felt myself slipping into this YouTube style realm again. And I don't ever want to fall into that again. So I did something a little bit crazy this past week, and I actually did a community poll on YouTube about it. And I asked y'all, and it was this: hey, have you ever clicked off of something for a mid-roll ad? And it's like, hey, these auto-placed ads, I was watching some other video on YouTube because I watch YouTube, and a mid-roll ad interrupted it. And I was like, that was the worst placement. So I pulled up a privacy window and watched one of my own videos just to see what would happen. And I hated the ad placement. So effectively this past week, I've removed all mid-roll ads. And what that means from revenue point of view is a good 30 to 40% haircut. That's a pretty massive hit to my revenue, which again, I really want to focus more on serving than trying to focus on getting top dollar for everything. And I think at the end of the day, focusing on these 2 things are really going to change what we see. And I really want to take YouTube as the platform, as just to use it as a tool and try and do things with it that haven't been done, whether it's live stream and teaching people or expanding some of the video offerings to my website and showing all those different things. I really want to expand into the projects realm, and I have a lot of fun projects to share with y'all, and you get to see them made as I do them. That means less YouTube videos, but that's not going to actually take away from YouTube videos, as I'll still be making them. It just might be a little more sparse, might be every once or twice a week. But if you're missing me, you can always jump into a live stream just by clicking my name. I only will put them public when they're actually going on. Everything after the fact, it will be unlisted. You can only get it from the channel page. I don't want it bloating up my feed or your feed. I'm respectful of that. And this is just kind of what's happening. And I know the title of this video was I'm done, but it's more of I'm done with traditional social media. I know I could play this game. I know I could make a ton of money doing it, but I think there's a better way. And I think, honestly, as a platform, YouTube will move more towards, hey, let's not just ruin people's lives and make everything super divisive, and actually give real world value to you watching this. And that's what I want to do as well. I really think that is the ethical thing to do. That is the thing that will, I think, be the most rewarding from an actual personal level. I know it's not going to be the most monetary rewarding thing, but I don't care. It's really what I think needs to be done, and I hope more creators do it too. You know, I hope more people on YouTube stop chasing the trends and stuff, but it kind of is easy to get swept up on. So I don't want to take any shots at anybody for doing that. I just, after this last Windows 11 video, and I realized, hey, social media is kind of a toxic playground, because no matter how easy something is to say, there's always going to be someone that disputes whatever it is you say. Like when I said, hey, don't upgrade to Windows 11 on release, that's a bad idea. I got a lot of people just saying, hey, well, this other YouTuber, they say it's just fine. And I'm like, yeah, but they say that because it gets views, it's clicks, it's a counter argument. And social media is really meant for you to reinforce whatever you believe. And that's the truth behind social media, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can treat it as a place to actually learn something. And that is really where I want to go. And I know it means less money. And I know you're not going to be interested in a lot of these videos I make, but screw it. Let's do this. And with that, I may see you in the next video or catch you on the next live stream. You can check out all this. I'll add some more bells and whistles. I won't go crazy with it. I think I'm not so sold on these yellow things floating above my head, but yeah, let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one.